Hey guys, I welcome everyone to Sriram Science, a channel partner of An Academy. Welcome to the series News in Short, where we cover all important news in one single video each day. So, the topic for today's discussion is a very important mission, Luna 25. This session is brought to you by Anshum Verma. I am a practicing advocate in High Court of Delhi. Plus, I have a teaching experience of more than 10 years in this UPSC domain. So, let us start today's discussion. Luna 5 is a Russian lunar mission. That means it is a mission which is just like what we have launched last month, Chandrayaan 3. You can link this topic with GS3, science and technology, and space. So let us get to this news. So Russia has launched its first lunar landing spacecraft, Luna 25, which is a marking step in lunar exploration efforts. Like this mission is running almost parallel to our Chandrayaan 3. And even this mission is targeted to have a soft landing on Moon's south pole. Basically, this is the landing spot what even Chandrayaan has targeted for. So the major objective of this mission is to explore the moon. What are the potential of the lunar surface? How we can use that surface in future, maybe for future human habitation, or to use moon as a future space station. And then yes, one more objective is to potentially utilize all necessary resources which could be available on the lunar surface. So this is the main objectives. So the primary task of the moon is to collect the rock samples from the depth up to 15 centimeter, and in those rock samples this Russian mission will be testing the presence of frozen water or water in a icy form, and then to explore all other critical resources that are necessary for establishing future lunar bases. Like, for example, some important resources which are assumed to be present on the moon surface. One important resource is helium 3. Now, this helium 3 is an isotope of helium which can be used as a nuclear fuel in future. This is the potential of helium 3. Then there are many rare earth metals which are also available on moon. Like, rather we should call it as rare moon metals, but these are those critical minerals which have a very high industrial application today. So the earlier target for this Luna 25 was October 21. However, it has faced some delays, like just like our Chandrayaan 3. Because when you are launching these technical missions, it generally takes time. Okay, there are many technical glitches that all these agencies have to take care. So earlier it was proposed on October 2021. However, it has been successfully launched in August 11, that is today, early, when we consider the time according to India, it has been launched early morning on 11th of August. However, this mission was earlier planned to use a navigation camera named as Pilot D. This navigation camera was developed by European Space Agency. However, when Russia has landed up in war with Ukraine last year, that was February 2022, so Europe has came out, they suspended every kind of relations that they were earlier maintaining with Russia. This also includes the space collaborations. So ESA has now come out of those collaborations. So this Luna 25, Russia has developed their own navigation cameras for this mission. Then what is the significance of this mission for Russia? So Luna 25 received Russia's lunar exploration program after 50 years. That means Russia is again getting interested in moon. It is not just a coincidence, guys. Right now, in the space race, the next race is to capture moon. Like we have already discussed this in many of our sessions in current affairs. Like America is also planning their own set of lunar missions, Artemis, where the future of Artemis is to even establish a human base, a dockyard base, or a research station on moon. So in order to compete with every major power in the world, even Russia is entering this game. So what is the other significance of these type of missions? So despite all the challenges and setbacks right now Russia is facing, the most important challenge which Russia is facing right now is the one war which is open at Ukraine front. So this front has diverted Russia's attention, and so all such commitments have been delayed. However, despite engaging with Ukraine, they have successfully committed to launch such an important exploration mission, which shows that what is the capability of Russia. So this mission also underscores how determined Russia is to contribute to the scientific advancement and for the potential future lunar endeavors. And also, Russia has a very strong fear of lagging behind in the lunar race. So like I have added this in my video, that what all countries are involved with what kind of lunar mission. And there was a news in yesterday's newspaper that right now in lunar orbit is getting jam-packed because of so many missions which are roaming there, which include India's Chandrayaan 3 as well, which include India's Chandrayaan 3. So there is a hell lot of a traffic which is happening in the lunar orbit. So guys, this is a very important slide which showcase that what is the history of all the lunar missions in the past. For example, the first lunar mission was sent in 1958. However, it was a failed attempt. The first mission that has provided the data around moon was the Luna 1 mission. It was launched in 1959 and it was a Cold War era. If you remember that time, it was a Cold War era, and just like US and USSR were fighting in various domains, there were a very strong space race which was also on during the time of 1960s. So you can see it from this data. Like in 1960s, the number of lunar missions sent in one single year was 55 in one single year. So imagine, and the majority of the contribution in this data, in this number 55, was from USSR and USA. Till now, USSR has launched 50 lunar missions till date. Then just at the second number, you will find USA with 49 missions. So you can again compare it. Like before Luna 25, it was 49. So this race will again continue, or it will extensify in future. The next is China. Japan has launched 4, and next comes India, which has launched 3 missions. So what is the successful or the success ratio, or the ratio at which all these lunar mission get success? So out of total 118 mission, 67 were successful. That means a success rate of 57%. Till now, there are different types of moon that has been different types of missions that has been launched till now. First type of missions are flybys. What are flybys? In which the mission will straight away fly by, that when it will pass by the moon with just a glimpse, taking just a glimpse and capturing some pictures and data. A orbiter, however, is a much more advanced mission which will continuously orbit around the moon, and it will collect the data continuously. So till now we have launched 13 flyby missions, 49 orbiter missions, and then we have launched 14 impact mission. Now what is impact mission? Basically, in this type of a mission, your equipment will have a very hard landing on the lunar surface. So it will have a very stringent impact on the surface. So there are 14 these kind of missions that we have launched till now, which include every country. Then there are 28 landers. These landers are basically the result of soft landing, like what Chandrayaan 3 is targeting. So we will have a very controlled landing in which a lander will come out. That means a lander will land on the surface and it will collect the data from there. And then much more advanced version of this mission will be a rover. From the lander, a rover will come out, and then that rover will collect. Rover is a kind of a robotic vehicle that will roam around the area, or it will roam around the lunar surface, and it will collect the data. So can you tell me in the comment box, what is the name of the lander and the rover that India has sent in Chandrayaan 3? So can you tell me the name of the lander and the rover in the comment box? Then guys, this Chandrayaan 3, this is the complete journey of Chandrayaan 3. However, this video is particularly targeting Luna 25. So we will cover this Chandrayaan 3 very soon, because we are expecting to land this Chandrayaan 3 on August 23rd and 24th. Around next week or next to next week, we are expecting Chandrayaan 3 to land on the moon. One more important stuff here is that right now Indian Chandrayaan 3 or Indian mission has entered the lunar orbit. That means right now it is rotating around the moon. So this is a very good news. So towards the end of this video, let us quickly see that what all missions have been sent till now on moon. So these are some important Soviet missions. In Luna 2, the first human-made space object has reached moon. Luna 9 has it holds a record of first successful soft landing on the moon, and it has successfully sent back these images. Luna 16, which was launched in 1970, has successfully returned with lunar soil samples to the Earth. Luna 24, which was the last lunar mission by Russia, and after that it has been launched just now, so it is close to 50 years. So even this mission has collected some samples, soil samples, and it has returned to the Earth. And even Luna 25 is also expected the same. However, what is the what difference this mission has? That in Luna 25 it will be landing on the south pole, that is the dark side of the moon. I'm so sorry. Next is Apollo program by USA. Apollo 11 was the first manned mission to land on moon. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walked on the lunar surface for the first time. By the way, can you tell me who was the first man to reach in space? This was the first man to land on moon. Please let me know your answers in the comment box. Then there are, again, like, on contrary to Russian missions, even America has launched many such lunar missions. One such missions, or some important missions, are Apollo 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, and a very recent mission which was launched in 2009, which is Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. This mission is still active and it is collecting the data for USA. And the next important mission which America has planned is the Artemis mission, the Artemis Accord. And for your information, even India has joined Artemis Accord to become the 27th nation to collaborate with USA in the Artemis mission. So in Artemis mission, America is planning to send man back to moon. All right. Then guys, China is also in the race. Their lunar program is named as Chang'e. So this Chang'e mission, first Chang'e 3 was a successful landed rover U2 on the moon's surface. So this was in 2013 where they have landed a rover there. In 2019, Chang'e 4 became the first mission which has successfully landed on the dark side of the moon. Dark side of the moon. Okay. And thereafter, there was one more mission, which was Chang'e 5, that has also collected some samples and returned back to the Earth. Next year, that is in 2024, China is expected to launch Chang'e 6, which will again collect samples from the South Pole. Then guys, Indian missions, we all know Chandrayaan 1, which was launched in 2008. It has detected water molecules. It has created an atlas for the moon. That means it has done the mapping on the moon. Chandrayaan 2 was a partial successful mission where we lost the connection from our lander and rover. However, orbiter is operational and still studying the moon. And Chandrayaan 3 is right now in the course. That means it is still under process. Or next week, probably next to next week, I will definitely make a video on the successful landing of Chandrayaan 3. Then guys, what are the future lunar impact mission? SMART 1 mission, which is a collaboration mission of ESA, European Space Agency, and India. Like, what is the impact mission? I have already explained that a mission will have a hard landing, or it will have an impact on the lunar surface, and then it will collect the sample. Then Artemis program, I have already given the details on this. And U2 rover, which was part of Chang'e's 4 mission. This rover right now is still working and exploring the dark side or the far side of the moon. And it is still sending the data back to China. So these are some important missions related to the moon. I hope you liked this video. You loved the content provided by me. So do not forget to hit a like on this video and share this video with your friend. Also, if you're planning to join a foundation course for UPSC CSC 24, you can use this code SHRIRAMS on the Unacademy website. With this code, you will get a flat 20% off. This code will cover all your comprehensive coverage for prelims, for mains, for interview, your optional, mentorship, everything will be covered in this one subscription. So do not forget to hit Sriram's IS in the board, and do not forget to hit a like on this video and share this with your friend. So thank you. Thanks for watching.